4-year cycle, is it over?
Yeah.
Woo.
It's over.
Okay, hold on. Explain.
It doesn't matter. Yes, there may be this natural thing, but it's just going to get bulldozed over. I think 2025 will be a great year. I think 2026 will be a great year. I think 2027 will be a great year. And we'll see about 2028.
Bitcoin Zela stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zela today and enjoy the new edge. Matt Hougan dives into BlackRock's bold on-chain moves, breaks down Ethereum's bullish future, and explores Trump's potential first 100 days. Let's watch him unpack it all.
And then there's a negative setback and we pull back and restart.
Okay.
And then I think will still happen. Like investors are still greedy. The markets will go up. They'll get over levered. They'll get cleaned out. That will still happen. But the point I was making at Palm's conference is you have this other thing, which is effectively the U.S. government has made crypto legal. It's allowed large financial institutions to move into the space. It's removed a huge regulatory overhang. And we're just in the early stages of realizing what that means. And what it means is there's trillions of dollars of capital and the smartest financial minds in the world coming into this market. And that's just a bigger deal. So will there still be this ripple? Yes, but you'll just lose it amidst this massive tidal wave of institutional interest. This is the cycle, if you want to use the word, where crypto goes mainstream, where institutions move into the space. And that's just such a bigger deal than what's historically caused these not little, but these cycles in crypto. It's just too big a force to deny.
Anything that you're watching this year you think that will really start to maybe ignite this?
I think we've already seen it on Bitcoin. So on Bitcoin, you have this fundamental supply-demand mismatch where you have institutions, corporations, and governments moving into the space. And that's the reason why Bitcoin has outperformed even tech stocks. Usually during volatile market periods, Bitcoin underperforms. You're seeing it outperform because it's already into this institutional phase. For the rest of the market, for Ethereum on down to get into this phase, I'm really looking towards legislation moving through Congress on first stablecoins and then market structure. Those are the two all clear signals that the largest financial institutions in the world can move into the space beyond Bitcoin. And I think if we get this, which many people think we will get before the August congressional recess, I think that will be what catalyzes us and moves us forward.
Is Bitcoin about to crash again? Not so fast. After bouncing back 28% from its April low of $75,000, Bitcoin has been flirting with a key resistance level at $95,000. While some worry this might be a bull trap, the technical signs are pointing to something more optimistic. If Bitcoin can break above that level and hold its ground, the next major target could be as high as $108,000. This comes from the formation of a classic bull flag pattern, which often signals strong upward continuation. Momentum is building too. Spot Bitcoin ETF inflows have been surging, helping to create a stronger foundation for the price. According to Glassnode, the sharp rise in the 14-day momentum indicator suggests strong bullish energy, similar to what we saw before the last major rally. While some cooling might occur short-term, underlying metrics like high buy pressure and rising profitability suggest the market mood is shifting upward, not crashing.
What do you feel?
I can't give them one score, Paul. It's like the best of times and the worst of times. So from a crypto-specific perspective, I would give them something in the mid to high 90s. They've delivered on their core promises to crypto. You've seen the SEC shut down multiple lawsuits that were hamstringing the industry. You've seen the FDIC shut down Operation Choke Point 2.0, which was restricting crypto companies' access to banking. You've seen a White House executive order making the growth of digital assets a national priority and establishing a Bitcoin strategic reserve and a crypto asset stockpile. Those were all sort of crazy dreams to have a year ago, and they've all happened. The other score, however, is they've introduced a lot of shocks into the economy. I know that we're sort of smoothing out from the initial tariff tantrum, but they have introduced a lot of uncertainty and volatility into the market. And that's what's kept these assets from rising to the upside. So maybe it's like a 95 from crypto and then a lower score from the broader macro economy. And those have netted out to where we are today. But generally speaking, I'm hugely optimistic. The most important thing for crypto is that crypto regulatory setting. And that's just gone exceedingly well. So I'm very positive. I think it's a positive sign. I don't think we're in the all clear yet, Paul, but I think it's a positive sign. You know, for Ethereum to enter a new bull market, it needs to turn two keys. One key is we need this regulatory switch to turn. We need stablecoin legislation. We need market structure legislation that lets big institutions move into the space. I think we'll get that before August, at least a down payment on that. So that key will turn. The other half is on the Ethereum side itself. The community has been confused about the direction that it's been going. The Ethereum Foundation has recently articulated a new direction. It recognizes the issues that have held it back over the last few years. That's the first step towards curing those issues. If that can continue to move on a positive path and we get this positive regulatory development, I think you're going to see a very strong Ethereum bull market. If either of those two falters over the next few months, I think we could see more sort of volatility and treading water. For a long-term investor, you know, looking out a couple of years, I think it's a phenomenal moment to build a position in ETH. We have huge stable growth, huge DeFi growth, but we're going to have to monitor those two things to see how fast that bull market materializes.
Ethereum may have a shot at stronger ETF inflows if staking is approved. But according to Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Balchunas, it won't matter much unless Ethereum goes on a sustained multi-month rally. Speaking on the New Era Finance podcast, Balchunas explained that while the ability to stake Ethereum within ETF could help, the real issue is Ethereum's lack of consistent performance. It's only going to help. It can't hurt, he said, but added that without a solid price run, the boost would likely be minimal. Unlike Bitcoin ETF, which launched in early 2024 and quickly helped drive BTC to new all-time highs, Ethereum ETFs saw a much rockier path. After their debut in July, Ethereum's price dropped rather than soared, making it hard to attract new investor interest. Balchunas pointed to Ethereum's rally in December, sparked in part by Donald Trump's election win, as a rare moment when Ethereum gained traction. During that run, Ethereum climbed 71% to $4,107, triggering a 19-day inflow streak that brought in over $2.4 billion. Since then, though, Ethereum has slipped again, currently trading around $1,809, a 56% drop from its December peak. For inflows to return, Balchunas believes Ethereum needs more than just a good week here or there, but a long-lasting rally with a strong, clear narrative behind it. Meanwhile, ETF issuers in the U.S. are still waiting on the SEC to greenlight staking for Ethereum ETF, with potential approval deadlines coming as early as May or as late as October. Until then, Ethereum's ETF journey remains in limbo. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Zela. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.